Hey, Bobby. How's it going, honey? How's it going? Let's see. The first thing they'll see is you. How are you? Oh, yeah. What's up, buddy? What's going on? Hi. Hopefully they fucking have fucking notifications on. What's up? Yeah, what's up? What's up, darling boy? Can you post in Discord, darling, or someone? Can you post in Discord that I'm back up? I just had to restart my phone. I won't be on for long. I just wanted to be on for a few more minutes and properly say goodbye. Um, but yeah, Larry's the fucking best, dude. Yeah, my phone hates when I stream a long time. I'm so surprised I was able to stream 6 hours that drunk stream. I should have kept that shit up, man. There was a lot. I'm sure there was a lot of funny shit I could have. I should have gone back and watched, but what were we talking about? Well, Chrissy J was saying something. She was talking about how she smokes 10 bowls. She's been smoking 10 bowls since the start of the stream or something like that. And then she's basically a heavyweight. I've smoked one bowl, and I find if I smoke too much weed, like nothing, I literally nothing gets done. Like I'm just content to just stay home. Um, Thank you, darling boy. Appreciate it, buddy. Um, if I smoke weed all day, I just fucking I just don't do anything. Like, and even if it's not all day and it's just nighttime, but if I'm smoking like nonstop, like Chrissy, if I smoke like fucking 10 bowls, Larry, what are you doing, Bobby? He just likes knocking shit over. He's a rebel. He's a rebel. He's not gay. Hey, he's a fucking. That song was so gay, but fucking Green Day. He's a rebel. He's not gay. He's a salt of the earth, and he's dangerous. Green Day was so fucking gay, but it was so fucking popular when I was in middle school. Like you just couldn't not hear American Idiot fucking everywhere. Um, get fucking Chrissy J's cunty ass back in here, dude. Like that's who we need. She's like the life. Her, Enrico, and Loquacious, um, and fucking Calcifer, and Tony, and Washington, and all you motherfuckers. You guys make this. I don't fucking make this. I need you guys to fucking bounce shit off of. I feel like that's when the stream goes the best. Um, so in the meantime, how about we just fucking hang out with Blair Bears? All right. Hey, buddy. No, I'm not. Oh, he probably needs food. He probably needs food. He's like, why are you fucking ignoring my fucking needs, Dad? You fucking retard. Let's see. Yeah, he does. He does. All right. Fucking smelly ass shit. Alright. God damn, fuck my phone. We were having a good fucking decent chat going. And it's not decent anymore. I think I'm talking to myself. Oh, fuck my fucking phone, lad. Oh, Larry, maybe he just wants to play then. He just wants to play. Alright, buddy. Let's look at that butthole chat. Look at that butthole. Yo, what are you up to now? Nothing. Just chat. I fucking had to restart my stream. And I just fed my kitty, but really nothing. Just chatting bollocks. You guys want to see? You guys want to see? Nice view, huh? I'm. Shane Dawson in the making. I don't know who that is. I think I've heard the name, but I don't. I'm guessing you're Ilya. I'm guessing you're Ilya. Or I mean, I don't know who else would have Russian in it. No, bro, I'm not a furry. Wait, are you Chemp? Well, there we go. There we go. Kitty stream. Kitty stream. Yeah. Oh, you're rag. Oh, really? You're Russian? Oh no, you're. Or where are you from, dude? Oh, Obama phone. Yeah, I do. Well, it's not an Obama phone, but it's as good as an Obama phone. Oh, look how this kitty is. He bites me. He bites my big Jew nose every day, and he likes it though. That's how we bond. Ugh. He drools on me literally. He drools so much. You're not Russian. You're from Australia. Then why do you have Russian in your name? It's just cause. I just. Then what does it say? Ruski. What's that? What is that? Is that a G? Rigibrit? Something like that? Is that? How's my Russian? Is that all right? I have looked up the Cyrillic alphabet a little bit. Like I kind of know how shit's pronounced. But yeah, everyone is here. Wasn't fucking come back. Well, I was gonna go soon anyways. Like I need to eat. I've already eaten a lot today, but after doing it, rucking makes you so fucking hungry. It's crazy how hungry it makes you. So I definitely have to eat before I go to bed, and probably gonna be. Oh wait, am I on live? Am I on live? I am on live. Okay. Oh, Guru's on right now. Fucking Guru's on now. So I am gonna. Okay, I'll read that first. I don't know what it means. I always just change the name because I was talking to a Russian girl in YouTube comments. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Wow. What's wow? Why are you wowing me, darling boy? Wow your fucking self. You eat yogurt. I actually just bought yogurt today, believe it or not. I can't run low on yog. Oh, Fat Jew actually went live. Yeah. I'm gonna end this. Unless you guys like have any random questions for me right now, or want to talk about anything random. If not, I'm gonna end it and probably listen to Juru. Although it might be a better stream this time because he might get slap happy. A lot of times when when he's running on fumes, sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad. But it's good in the sense that his filter drops a little bit, so like you'll get some funnier shit. But like literally, that's why I have vanilla bean flavored. It's not even real yog. It's yog alternative because I don't eat dairy, so it's almond milk, vanilla bean flavored, and it's so fucking delicious, man. It is so fucking good. And that's usually with most things, vanilla is my favorite flavor. I don't understand why it gets such a bland rap, or like people say it's a not a very strong flavor like compared to chocolate, but it just tastes better. Like it's a little bit lighter, but in most cases I find it just fucking tastes better. Like I like chocolate too, but like vanilla is definitely fucking better. Almond milk is for soys? No, it's fucking not, dude. Fucking dairy is for soys. Do you have any idea how fucking shitty dairy is? Uh, like, I went vegan for like 9 months. My biggest takeaway for being vegan is meat is good, dairy is bad. Like that's what I learned, and that whole grains are terrible for you. You shouldn't eat whole grains, like a vegan staple, and yeah, like meats and fruits and vegetables are the fucking way to go. Uh, but dairy, like if you get real milk, like from a real cow on a real farm, and it's not homogenized and pasteurized, then yeah, it's probably fucking amazing. Like I've had milk like that before, and it doesn't even taste like the milk we have. But like the milk you buy in the store, like that shit is fucking garbage for you, man. Um, it's because vanilla ice cream is the most plain shit. Well, vanilla yogurt and vanilla shakes actually taste good. Well, no, vanilla ice cream is good to eat. Some brands and some flavors of vanilla are shitty in ice cream, but others are really fucking good. Everyone should drink dairy, dude. No, that's no, dude. Uh, yeah, no, no. First off, most people are lactose intolerant, including me. So no. And secondly, it's not even real lactose intolerant. Like I said, if it was real milk, then yes, I would agree. Like if I had access to actual real milk straight from the fucking udder and just chilled for like a few hours, um, I would drink milk every single day, unless it did actually affect me. Um, but how will I get calcium? It's in other foods. It's in a lot of leafy greens, and I also do take calcium. I have a calcium is one of the supplements I take, although I don't take it that often. Um, but you can take calcium supplements and milk. And milk, you realize calcium. They just like calcium is in almond milk too. Like all milks are fortified with calcium, or not all of them, but the majority of them are fortified with calcium. Like it's no different with almond milk and other milk alternatives. Like you said, almond milk is for soys. No, soy milk is for soys, dude. Like soy milk is fucking. Even though it actually tastes really good, I think soy milk is probably the best or one of the best tasting milks. It's easily one of the worst for you, so I don't ever have it, or I don't have anything with soy. Like it's fucking terrible. I don't like taking pills or powder supplement. None? Like you should. Like there's some supplements you should take, like vitamin D. You should definitely take a lot of vitamin D. It'll prevent you from getting sick, and that's the main benefit. But like people, the numbers on vitamin D are way off for like what they recommend. They recommend like 200 or 400 or maybe 600 IU's a day or some shit. But you need literally 1 to 2,000 for IU's for every 50 pounds of body weight. So I weigh like I don't know how much I weigh, to be honest. I haven't weighed myself in years, but I'm guessing I'm like around 145. So I literally take 4 or 5,000 IU's almost every single day, like 6 days out of the week, and that on top of the cold plunges and shit. Like I never get sick. Almond milk is not the same as normal milk. Uh, I mean, it's not as thick. It's not as thick, but you can make your own almond milk. Like I used to do that. Me and my ex, like we used to, when we were vegan, we would, so much of our days were just spent fucking making shit because vegan food never fucking fills you because it's not meat. And I was always looking for like a good meat alternative that would fill me. You guess, no, okay, so that's a semi myth. That's a semi myth, because it depends on where you live. Like where I live in Cleveland in the wintertime, I can get sun and I'm not getting any vitamin D. You have to be the latitude you have to be in the northern hemisphere is like it's Atlanta, Georgia. I know it's Atlanta, Georgia. And in the wintertime, if you live north of Atlanta, Georgia, you're not getting any vitamin D. And even in the summer, like the northern latitudes and the southern latitudes, you're not getting nearly as much as you think. Like Guru going outside right now, it wouldn't change his vitamin D intake at all, even if he got sun. You need the sun has to be at a certain like altitude above, like high above you for you to actually get it. Fish gives vitamin D. Yeah. Fish and like shellfish and shit. But they don't give you that much. You really do need to supplement it if you want to have enough vitamin D to never get sick. You want to supplement it. And also, and if you got all your vitamin D from fish, like your fucking jizz would smell so fucking bad. Bro, you live in Ohio? Oh yeah. Yeah, I live in Ohio. Is that funny? Yeah, I live in Cleveland. I'm originally from California, but um, but I moved here like 5.5 years ago. Um, and somehow, for some reason, I decided to stay. I could have left like 4 years ago, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna fucking stay for some fucking stupid reason. In Australia, if you don't wear sunscreen and you have pale skin, well, I know there used to be a hole in the ozone layer there, but that disappeared somehow, somewhere along the line. I don't really know why or how, but I heard that at least is a thing. But I mean, they're closer to the equator than the United States is. What's up, Chrissy J? How's it going, baby girl? How is it going? I'm glad you're back. My phone died. So the stream cut out, and then when I started the stream again, basically no one came back. So I'm glad you're here. Darling Boy came back, and then I'm sorry, I forgot your name. What's your name, dude? Raghat. How do you pronounce that? Raghat. It's going. Jews Live. I know Jews Live. I was gonna quit, but then I was like. His streams have just been so average. Might as well just keep going with my stream. And just put it up and people can watch it later or something. Do I go hunting in Ohio? I heard US is very fun for hunting in the Midwest. There's definitely a lot of opportunities to go hunting, but I've never gone hunting. True. It's his streams, they just make me sad these days. Like they used to make me laugh so much, and it used to be such good entertainment. And now it's like, now I'm just like, I'm forced to read chat to get any level of entertainment, which is, it's sad. I knew this day would come, but it just makes me a hell of a lot more willing to want. I'm definitely gonna watch less of his streams moving forward. Low T energy, yeah, like because he's getting more and more money of this, and like everyone falls in his trap, but it's like they all have this like vision in their head. Is like, oh, once I reach this certain benchmark, I'll be happy. I'm sure that's already happened to Guru. Like he's hit 50,000 subscribers and he has like 1,000 concurrent viewers often now. But his T levels are lower than ever. Like he's more miserable than ever. I think because he's doing it because he feels obligated, but also because it's not going to help. He can have 1 million subscribers. He can have 1 billion subscribers. It's not going to help the shit going on in his head, you know? Australia, you need a license to even buy a crossbow. That's crazy. In Ohio, you don't need a license to buy shit. I can go to any gun store, buy any gun I want. I don't need anything. It is like a misdemeanor, I believe. Like if I'm caught with it, like if I leave that store and then like a policeman pulls me over and I have it on me and like I don't have a license, I think it's like a super slap on the wrist. But I can buy it without a license, which is kind of crazy. But I also agree I think you should be able to buy it without a license. I agree. Guru's on some beta energy. He has become lazier for sure and wants to become a Twitch streamer. I don't know if he wants to become a Twitch streamer, but he's definitely dialed down the spiciness. I think he's growing more disillusioned with his original content goal. For sure. 2 streams ago, he said he'll make a new stream channel, stream games and commentary while uploading streams to his main channel. Make what? Really? We don't need him spreading himself out even more thin. You know, he needs to fucking concentrate on what fucking got him to the dance. You know, like maybe have less streams, but have more energy for him. Maybe have less videos, but have more energy for him. Like his second channel, like some of them are okay and some of them are terrible. And he needs to get away from the fucking internet for a month. I mean, that's his job, so it's kind of tough. I think we could say that about everybody. Like I could definitely step away from the internet for a month. He's like not in reality. Well, yeah, he's in a shed. He's in a wheelchair in a shed, and he's never kissed a girl. Obviously, he's not in reality. Yeah, he said that once he did more mainstream, he will do that. I mean, he's already starting to get a little mainstream. Like fighters know him, and like Bryce Mitchell started watching him a long time ago. So like people know of him. Uh, he can make so much better MMA content, but the same shitty frame analysis. Some are good. Well, he has to. He I mean, if for that channel, for that now, like his recent one he just did with the Izzy Pereira one, that one was actually really good. I liked that one. But some of them are absolutely garbage, and others are okay. But I just feel like he's wasting his time doing it. Um, like why, I just don't understand why he's making himself have to do more work than he needs to. You know, that second channel isn't going to mean shit when his main channel gets canceled, because that will get canceled with it. So um like he needs to work smarter and not harder, I would say. uh, yep, the recent one was good. Yeah, that one, yeah, today's was really good. I like that he broke it down, because that's what I saw during the fight too. I was like, I had it Izzy 3-1, but the round, but it was close. It wasn't like Izzy was like running away with it by any stretch of the imagination. Like it was a damn good fight. I thought Izzy fought pretty fucking well. Like that's a nightmare matchup for Izzy. Like Pereira just genuinely is the nightmare matchup for Izzy. So that considered, and he was up 3-1. Like I don't think he has anything to fucking be ashamed about. But I fucking hate the way he fucking handles the loss. Like Jesus Christ, I wish you watched the Ariel Israel interview on stream, like a more normal streamer, and just react to it as he was watching it. Um, that would be fun. I mean, it would probably just be Guru raging a lot, which is always or generally pretty fun. Um, but I'm surprised he even like I watched. Well, he did watch it on. I mean, didn't he yesterday? He did kind of watch part of it on stream. Um, like he watched highlights of it on stream. He made a video of it, but it wasn't on stream. It was just on a video. Um, but I watched that video on 2x speed. I watch all his videos on 2x speed. I can't handle them on 1x speed. You know. What's up? Are you going to dye your hair? What's up, William? So I I dyed my hair with what I thought was a dark was like hair dye, but it was actually bleach because I'm retarded. Kirsty J said I'm retarded, so and I don't disagree. So and my scalp is bleeding, or it was bleeding a little bit. It's not bleeding anymore, but it definitely hurts. It was like a really fucking strong bleach. It's like I bought this thing from a fucking, what the fuck is it called? I'm super high right now. Like an overstock store, and basically it was really cheap hair dye because it was like overstock from another store that they weren't selling. But the reason why they weren't selling it is because it wasn't the right fucking product. They didn't tell you that though. Um, bro, my hairline is worse than average, dude. It's literally the exact same. It's just because the way it looks, man. Like, my hairline's fine. I don't have the genetics to go both. But yeah, it looks like it's just because it's white and like and it's a white background, so like it fucking looks terrible. Um, but if it grows in a little bit, then like the hairline becomes more defined and you can see it. Um, it's getting high at 6 a.m. for me. Yeah, I was gonna say, William, like it's fucking yeah, it's 11:22 here. Um, yeah, thanks for stopping in, William. This is my third stream of the day. I did a stream dyeing the hair, and then like a 2 hour stream after. Does he live in? No, he live. What? No, he lives in South Africa. Um, he lives in the land of the monkeys, or the continent of the monkeys. Even though he is not one himself. Spain. No, he's South Africa. He lives in South Africa, dude. Um, in South Africa. Is that a good South African accent? Like that's how they pronounce South. It's like Scythe. Um, it's it's that shitty fucking continent. I'm so thankful I do not live in Africa. Holy shit! Like that's something I feel like a lot of Americans can, and a lot of people in the Western world in general can just be thankful for where you live because you can fucking live in Africa or you can fucking live in the middle fucking East. Chrissy J could live in the Middle East and she'd have to wear a towel over her beautiful face. Like, fuck that shit, man. Like, fuck that shit. Um, well, it's 4 a.m. in the UK, but South Africa is Eastern than UK. So how is time forward? Time is so time. They don't. Their time zones are not linear. Like each each country has its own jurisdiction. They have their own rules for so China is literally one time zone. The entire spans like 7 or 8 time zones. Like viewing it from Russia has 11 time zones, and China spans like 6 or 7 or 8 of those time zones. But all of China is one fucking time zone. So the people and it's all calibrated to the people who live on the east side. So there's like a small little corridor between that connects, I think, Afghanistan and China, where when you're in Afghanistan, you are it'd be like 3:30 p.m. and then you cross the border to China, and all of a sudden it's 9:30 p.m. Because time zone because they don't it's not fucking they didn't make it so like it doesn't matter. They should make it so like it doesn't matter what fucking country you are. It's like the world is split in 24ths, and if you're in that sliver, like that's your time zone. But that's not how it works. Even within the United States, like certain states, like it's not like how you would think it would be. Um, have I been to China? No, I've never been to China, Chrissy. I've never left the United States. Um, I've been around the United States, but I've never left. Um, that's what the U.S. has three. No, U.S. has 5 time zones, dude. U.S. has 5 time zones, or 6. No, U.S. has 6 time zones. Alaska's fucking huge, and Alaska takes up 3 of their own time zones, and they share one with Hawaii. Um, no, no, because the mainland of the United States has 4 time zones. It's Pacific, Mountain, Central, and East, and then Alaska. So we have 7 because Alaska has 3 time zones, and they're all separate from the mainland. Like the very very tail end of Alaska on the west side, and like the island part of it has its own thing. So technically speaking, we have 7 too. I went to China once. They deep fried my pet dog and ate it in front of me. I was crying for a month. Yeah, you don't want to take your pet to China, man. Did you know you can swim from Russia to Alaska? Yeah, yeah. The Diomede Islands. Yeah, Big Diomede and Little Diomede. You can't like Russia guards that border like fucking crazy. So like, so if you live in Russia, you can do it. But if you live in the United States, it's much harder. Like that, they actually guard that border because in the wintertime that border freezes over, and you can walk that frozen land. Like that's how people originally came to North America to begin with. Um, do you know it's like negative 20 degrees? It's like probably worse than that. I mean, well, they're on the ocean too, so that moderates it a lot. But like yeah, there's parts of Alaska that get really, 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 really fucking cold. I've always wanted to go to Alaska. It's one of the few places I want to go. You can't. Well, no, in the summer, Chrissy, in the summertime, it's not negative 20 degrees. In the summertime, it's like, I think it's like 50 or 60 degrees at its warmest in like July and shit. You can swim that. And then in the wintertime, it freezes over. And the Inuits and stuff, they used snowmobiles to fucking fish and like they yeah like the it becomes like one solid landmass connecting Russia and the United States between those islands. um, but they guard it really heavily, even though no one lives on Big Diomede Island, which is Russia territory, other than people who work at that guard station. And then Little Diomede Island, I think there's like 100 or so people from a tribe there. Um, and they have family. I'm really interested in this kind of shit. Like I'm a nerd about this, but like they have family members that used to live on Big Diomede, but the Russian government moved them to like another like area that's kind of close by. Um, but yeah, it's very cool. People have swam using West Coast. Have I ever been scuba diving? It's fucking awesome. I've never been scuba diving. No. I feel I feel like I would be hesitant to scuba dive depending on where I was. Like I don't want to like steeple that shit and like see any sharks. Um, but I would fucking love it. Like I fucking love the water. I go in the summer and the winter. I'm in the water fucking at least twice a week, no matter what. So I mean, I would fucking do it, but I would be kind of scared too if there's a lot of sharks. The funny thing is, during the ice age, that water froze over for a long time, and that's how the Asian. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, and during the ice age, there was ice literally all the way down to where I live. Like where I live was like the towards the very end of a giant fucking glacier, and when those glaciers melted, that's what created the Great Lakes, and that created like the depression, the basin that I live in. It was created by a fucking massive fucking glacier that was there for like 10 thousands of years and shit. Sharks don't really come close to land. I've seen shark fins, like I used to go surfing and skimming and boogie boarding and like all a bunch of water sports growing up, and there was multiple times I saw sharks. Like I saw a shark fin. So they definitely fucking do. Um, where are jaguars found in the world? Jaguars, like India, maybe. I'm gonna say India, or like Bangladesh, or somewhere around there would be my guess. That is why wolves and bears are found in both Canada and Russia. Yeah, dude. Yeah, because well, even to like it depends on the winter, but a lot of times you can still walk across it. Like if it wasn't for the concept of having nations to begin with, you still would be able to walk across it. Um, which is crazy to think about, like ocean water freezing, because you know that shit's cold when the ocean water is fucking freezing. Bro, Ohio isn't connected to the Atlantic Ocean, though. It is. Well, first, I'm from California. I'm from Southern California. That I'm talking about when I grew up in Southern California. I moved here 5 years ago, so that's what I was talking about. But secondly, Ohio is connected to the Atlantic Ocean through the Great Lakes and through the Ohio River. And there have been sharks spotted in Lake Erie. There's been a few bull sharks that somehow found their way, swam like if you look at the route they would have had to take, but there have been sharks found in the Ohio River and also in Lake Erie. So there are some, but that's not where I saw them. Jaguars are only found in the New World continent of South America. Oh shit! Like in the Amazon and shit. Well, that makes sense. That fucking makes sense. Because at Knott's Berry in California, there's a amusement park called Knott's Berry Farm, and there's a ride called Jaguar, and that entire ride is like Aztec, very like South American themed. So that actually makes a lot of sense. I was thinking like tigers and shit. Yeah. Any other random shit you guys want to say before I go? Because it is starting to get late, and I do want to smoke another bowl and eat, and hopefully not masturbate. I don't think I'm going to masturbate, but you never know. I always try to keep the devil away from me, but sometimes he fucking comes. And then I was going to say something that I'm not going to finish because I want to put the stream up. But yeah, I'm going to go and let's smoke. Yes, Chrissy, let's fucking smoke. Let's fucking smoke. But I don't want to smoke right now because I want to eat first. I don't know about you, but I notice if I smoke and then eat immediately after, it just ruins the high. But if I eat and then smoke, it's just like, this is a lot better. So but I can be here while you smoke. But I'm gonna go eat and then I'm gonna smoke. So I'm not gonna smoke on stream, um, because it's like a waste of weed for me. And I genuinely try to keep my bowl. I try to smoke 2 bowls or less per day. I really try to do my best because it like shit. Get the fuck out of here! You've never masturbated in your life. That then you've had to have like wet dreamed a shitload. Like, what are you? Why are you? What? Look at Google Maps. The only way you could have seen sharks in Ohio is if they passed through the Montreal River. Or no, it can go. They can go through. They can go through the Mississippi. But a shark was found in the Ohio River, which means it came up through. It swam up through the Mississippi and then hit the Ohio River. That's how they do it. Um, but you've never mastered like that's a lie. That's just a lie, dude. Like you can't unless you're fucking wet dreaming all the fucking time. Uh, like you as a guy, you literally have to masturbate. Females is different, but it's like or have sex. Like you either one or the other. Like it has to come out. Like we just because we keep creating new sperm. Like they're like you have to. Like I keep the shit to shoe level. I don't do it that often, or like at least I try. Larry, buddy, please don't. Thank you. He loves fucking grabbing on my fucking shirt. What am I eating? Oh, right now I'll be eating kale chips, and I'll be eating mushrooms. I'll be eating probably almond milk yogurt, that vanilla almond milk yogurt. I also have almond ice cream, vanilla almond ice cream. It's fucking delicious. Uh, I'll probably what do I need? I need a protein in there too. I'll probably just have a protein shake. Um, and and that's probably about it. Never. I tried it once at 12 and it hurt. I usually do wet dream if I drink a lot of water before bed, like twice every month. I wet dream. I hate it. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's gonna happen. Well, if you don't masturbate or if you don't come, it's gonna come out for you, and it will. And twice a month is like that around where it does happen. So just fuck it. Like, so you tried it once and it hurt, and you never did it again. Like, have you had sex? Like, ice cream, almond milk, protein shake. That's not food. It's the same. No, and kale chips and mushroom and like, it's late at night. I'm not gonna be having a whole on fucking steak. Like I had a hamburger and fries for dinner, and I had chicken tenders and what else did I have? I think it was chicken tenders and rice noodles for lunch, and then I had my giant smoothie that I have every day for breakfast. So like I've gotten like the main staples of what I generally need to get in a day. Like I've already gotten them. Like nighttime for me is always like I love kale and mushroom. Mushroom is pretty much just a vanity thing, and just eating mushrooms every day like it helps stave off gray hair. So that's the reason why I eat mushrooms every day. But I also do like mushrooms, and they provide a fat that other foods don't provide. So this helps keep you young. No, I haven't had sex. If I watch porn, I just watch it for fun, like a movie. I get hard and it just goes down after a while. Why would you do, dude? Okay, the devil is in the porn, not in the masturbation. Like, don't watch porn. Like, if you're gonna porn, you at least fucking masturbate to it. Like don't watch porn. But if you're not masturbating, don't watch porn, man. Like seriously, holy shit. Like what? Like you should not be like. I mean, I still struggle with porn, but porn like it fucks with your fucking head, dude. Like porn is how you get and how you make an Ilya and a chimp. It's like they were exposed to it when they were like 5. So like it explains a lot. Like I was exposed to porn when I was in 5th grade, and like I really wish I wasn't exposed to it when I did. Really fucks up your perception of it just sexualizes you too much. That's good because as you get older, you should lower your dinner intake since it makes you fatter. Breakfast should be your strongest meal. Well, breakfast is like I have a massive smoothie every single morning, and like it's a ton of calories, and that's always my breakfast. I just can't stomach food in the morning, but I do want a shitload of calories. So for me, it's like breakfast, lunch, and dinner are like I get all my staples in, and I make sure I'm eating healthy, and I make sure I'm eating a lot. And then like late at night, if I do eat, it's usually like yeah, like ice cream and protein shakes and or maybe like a cereal, like a good cereal, not a shitty cereal, but what fruits I put in the smoothie. So I always do half an avocado. That's like a mandatory. That makes it creamy and delicious. And I always do one kiwi, lots of blueberries, usually like 8 or 9 raspberries, a quarter lemon. Uh, I put spinach in there, kale in there, put creatine in there, chia seeds in there. Uh, there's like a whole bunch. I put canned pumpkin in there. Um, Sometimes pineapple, sometimes the chili peppers. There's a whole fucking shitload of shit in there. Like it's like 12 different things. Um, I don't put bananas in there just because I like a tangy smoothie. But if you put a banana, even like a small amount of banana, like it makes it taste too much like banana. Kale and spinach in a smoothie. Yeah, dude, you can't even really taste it. Like it makes it taste a little bit worse, but I'm eating it for the nutrients. I'm not eating it for the flavor, although it still does taste really good. The quarter of a lemon is like a pretty big hack where that lemon will hide the vegetables quite a bit. Um, and I like that sourness to it. Um, so yeah, and I just like the way I feel in the morning. Like I just pounding down a fuckload of just pure nutrients, basically that my stomach doesn't have a hard time digesting because it's already pre-blended and all the fucking nutrients are just there. Um, I've been doing it for like almost since I moved here, so it's like for like 5 years, and it's it's like I wouldn't trade it for anything. Like I could not eat like eggs and bacon and pancakes for breakfast. Like that just fucking couldn't. Do I have a job? If not, what would I be at your job? Yes, but it's like whenever I try to explain it, it's hard because people have their own preconceived notions. It's like uh, I'm a I'm a spiritual teacher, but nothing like any other spiritual teacher you ever come across. And it's like it's on like a really uh, low. It's on a really high level, but a really low level at the same time. If that makes sense. Like I feel like I teach shit that like other people don't, and I have a very different view on shit than most people do. But at the same time, I don't have a whole lot of clients yet. Like I just started like not that long ago, so like building up. And my dream is just to have like more clients and like more people I could fucking help because I genuinely the type of person I am is like I'm very helpful to just a very small percentage of people. And I just would like to find that small percentage and just help them more. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I do teach a specific way of meditating, but ways of looking at the world and like I basically just kind of take everything I like from different like cultures and different things I've learned and because I've been studying this shit for literally 15 years and just and just reiterate everything that I've found to be helpful to me. And because there was literally a decade of my life where I was mostly spinning my wheels because I would say 90 to 95% of people who say they meditate are liars. And and the ones that aren't liars, I think a lot of them still aren't quite sure. Like they know what they're doing like level one meditation, whereas I teach way beyond level. Like meditation is a hell of a lot more than just quieting your mind. Like that's level one, and there's literally thousands of levels. But you only ever hear about level one. What's my max bench press? I haven't bench pressed in probably like 7 years, dude. I think the max I ever probably did was probably like 140. I only weighed like 140, 145. I think that was probably the max I ever did. Like I was never big on like maxing out and shit. Like I'd always do like higher reps just because I found that when I did lower reps shit, it was good for my strength, but like injury, I just had too many injuries, so I I just don't. And like I haven't gone to the gym in like years. Like I work out a lot, but I do like I have my own gym at home basically, and I go rucking and I just have my own fucking like outdoors version of working out. Um, there's a person like that in my uni sports club. Um, uh, like just deeply, I'm just a very deeply spiritual person, and like I was raised in a very unique situation that the A was fucking it was terrible for like my development, but on the other hand, it was actually really good for my spiritual development. Like it forced me to just learn certain things, like just as a survival mechanism. So even though it sucked, like it probably made me better at it and like more inclined to go that route. So it's just kind of like what I have to do. I don't really have a choice in the matter. Like I just it's like my calling. And I've always been a truth seeker. Like I don't give a fuck. Like most people like they don't care about finding the truth. They just want to know that they're right. Like 90% of people are like that. They just want to know that they made the right judgment on something. But I'm not that type of person. I'm the exact opposite. Like I don't give a fuck if I'm initially right or if it takes me 100 or 1,000 times to get right. I just want to eventually find the truth no matter what. Well, I'm only 1 foot. My head looks much bigger. I'm 5'11". Yeah, probably like 145. But yeah, I'm not a very big guy. But I am like I don't have any fat on me, so and like this is really close too. So like my head is probably look like normally I have the selfie stick on it, so like I'd look a little bit smaller, but I have to have my phone charged because it's about to die. Um, in Australia, most guys are taller. Well, 5'7" is short for most Western countries, but that's not like Henry Cejudo. Like you're taller than Jesse on Fire for sure. So you're very thin. What the fuck? Nearly 6 foot and 145. Yeah, I'm not a big guy. Um, that's just never been built big. Uh, you like Max Holloway, who's also thick? He's thick. Max Holloway weighs like 180 though, and he cuts down to 145. Um, like if I was in the UFC, it's crazy, but well, I would have to either not cut a lot of weight and be a bantamweight, or cut a lot of weight and be a flyweight. Like Davison Figueiredo, I'm pretty sure weighs more than me. Um, and Moreno, I think weighs about as much as me. Well, a lot of the flyweights weigh as much as me, but like the way I'm built is like I don't know if I'd be able to make that cut. That's pretty ridiculous. If there was like a 130-pound class, that'd probably be where I would compete at. Because guys like fucking Brandon Davis, who weigh like 175 pounds, cutting down to 135, like that would fucking suck to compete against. But I'm built like Sean O'Malley, except I have much shorter arms, so like I don't look like I weigh as little as I do because I got short arms, so it makes my arms look pretty big. And I think a lot of like because of my diet, I feel like a lot of people just have like a lot of poop stuck in their fucking gut, and that like adds a lot of weight. And I feel like I don't. So I feel like, and I have very light bones. So I have more muscle mass on me than what that number would would suggest, just because of how I'm built. But I am still very thin though. Like I'm not saying I'm like fucking jacked or anything. Be OP in the UFC. Dude, I've thought about. I was like, I mean, I just hate grappling, so I wouldn't. But okay, Eastern European. I have Eastern European in me, but I'm a mutt, dude. I'm a fucking mutt. There is Eastern European in me, yes, but there's also other stuff in me too. um, but it's mostly it's not west. It's nothing super Western European though. Like there's nothing on the Western side. Um, but yeah, you can keep guessing. But I am gonna go soon because I'm getting fucking hungry, and it's almost midnight. But yeah, guess my ethnicity, buddy. Guess it. I've said it on stream before, but I'm just a mutt. that I'm aware of. Dude, that's fucking. You already knew that, dude. You already fucking knew that. I'm sorry, I'm boring you, Chrissy. I'm sorry. I look Polish. Yes, I'm Polish. Yeah, my last name my last name is Nowicki, so it's about as Polish as it gets. But it's only like 25%. Although I take after that side of my family heavily when it comes to you're not. I'm tired. Oh, you're tired. Oh, okay. Thank you, Chrissy. So you're not. I never. Sometimes I just feel like you're just bashing me, and I'm just used to it, so I just take it. I'm tired too, man. I've streamed for 4 hours today, so over 4 hours, and that's. It sounds weird, but until you do it, you don't really know what it. It creates a certain kind of lethargic feeling after a while. Larry, buddy, I know. I'm getting off soon. Um, Bro, I didn't know that. You just look Polish. Big nose, straight face. Yeah, I know. I have a Jew nose, but it's not Jewish. It's I got my nose from my granddad who was Polish. Like that's where I got my surname and straight face. And I look like that side of the family. Um, yeah, so yeah, but I'm only 25% Polish. And then the rest, I'm German. I'm mostly German, I believe. I'm either mostly German or mostly Russian, um, with a little bit of Mexican in there, believe it or not. But I'm from Southern California, so a lot of the white people have a little bit of Mexican in them, just because it used to be Mexico, and to this day, it's still half Mexican in population. So there's a lot of mixing around with the whites and the browns over there. Um, Did you do a DNA test? Dude, no, fuck that. I am way too paranoid of a human being to do a DNA test. It's like you're paying a company to you're basically you're giving them your genetic blueprint, which means if you're giving that to the wrong company, you are paying a company to tell them all your biggest strengths and all your biggest weaknesses genetically, and like what things could kill you easily. I am super curious. I would love to know my exact DNA because my family isn't really fucking sure. Like I know I'm German and I know I'm Polish for sure, just because that's how my grandma and grandpa met was in World War II in Berlin. My grandma was in Germany when it was getting bombed, and then my grandpa was he was American but first generation Polish, and he was fighting the war, and he met my grandma and he took her back to America. That's like their origin story. So like I know I'm at least that on my dad's side, and then my mom's side they came from Russia, but all those surnames are German. So I feel like if you go back far enough, I probably have more German. It's probably German based, not Russian. I don't really know that. Um, no one cares. The DNA testers probably keep that stuff safe and too. I don't know. I don't for now, but I don't know. I'm way too paranoid. Like I genuinely would never do it. I have yeah. All of my grandparents are dead. My parents had me late. My dad was 40, and my mom was 36 when they had me. So and their parents had them late. So yeah, my last grandparent, like my dad's dead too. Like there's a lot of dead people in my family. My uncle's dead. Uh, all my grandparents are dead. A lot of my uncles are dead. My aunt's still alive, but yeah, old family. So that's why I have autism. You would have heard some amazing stories from them. I know. Yeah, both my grandparents died. Uh, Larry, please, buddy. Look at this fucking monster. What are you doing? What are you doing, little guy? Why are you making so much noise? All right. Um, I wish I would have. Uh, don't be sorry, dude. Like it's fucking. That's life, man. Like like people fucking die. You know, like it sucks, but like it wasn't recent, so it's not like it's fucking it bothers me or anything. But I would have liked to hear the stories. Like yeah, both grandparents died a year before I was born, and my My dad's mom, the German one who was in Berlin, I was never really I only met her a few times. Like she lived across the country, so I only met her a few times. And she was like a really strict German, and like I didn't really like her anyways. And then my other grandma, she lived really close to me, and like I grew up with her, and she died 7 years ago. She lived to 101 almost. She either was 101 or she was about to turn 101. Um, and she would have made it a few years longer if she didn't break her hip too. So like on that side of the family, there's like good genetics for aging, and then on my dad's side of the family, like they all die in their 60s. Literally all of them die in their 60s. So all the guys, anyways. So and I take after my dad. That's the thing is like physically, I take after my dad a lot, and I feel like I'm probably on that side, sadly. But then again, do I really want to live to be 100? Well, probably not. My grandma's 78, very bad health. I feel yeah, yeah, age really doesn't matter. It's your health. There's a guy that lives in this apartment complex. He's 64. I swear to God, I thought he was like 95. He can barely do anything himself, and like he can barely even speak. And it's because he just smokes cigarettes all day. That's like all he does. It's like Chrissy J's future. Um, would I be interested in hunting? Uh, I am interested in it, but the Western America, like I grew up being able to eat meat without hunting it, so I continue to eat meat without hunting it. Like I am a little bit squeamish about the idea of killing shit, but at the same time, uh, I would like to do it. Like I would like to know. I would like to know exactly. Like learn about it, and as long as in the name of like sustaining myself. You know what I mean? Like trophy hunting, I'm not into at all. I think that's fucked up. Um, why not try it? I thought about it, man. I thought about it, but like the reason why not is because I'm Americanized. I'm Westernized. Like I why why go through all that trouble when I can just go to the store and buy some chicken? You know what I mean? What sports do I like to play? I haven't. I mean, I box, so that's like the only thing I've done in the last fuck almost decade. But I used to play basketball a lot. Like basketball was my sport growing up. Surprisingly, I know like 5'11" white guy, but I was actually pretty damn good at basketball. That was easily my sport. Um, I was actually very, very good. My goal was to become at least semi-professional with basketball, but I didn't have the resources. Americans hunt the most, but okay, but just because Americans hunt doesn't mean I like. Um, do I have CPE from boxing? No, I just started a year and a half ago. There's a video on my channel of me boxing a fucking 5 foot female like 5 years ago, but I wasn't boxing then. That was to see what would happen if someone my size who has no experience boxing, but I grew up watching boxing and MMA versus someone like she boxed her whole life, but I felt like I could beat her without like my first time boxing anything. Um, but that was only a one time thing, and I picked it up a year and a half ago, and I sparred like once a month in the beginning, but my tooth like it's too fragile. Like even with uh, gum shield. My tooth is too fragile right now. I can't take any more hits to the face. I know that. So I haven't sparred in the last like 4 months. So I just go hit the pads, hit the bag. Which for me it's more cardio. And it's more like just like hardening my fists. I like the feeling of just beating something so much that my fist just hurt for like the next 5 days. That's what happened. Like Friday that I went and my fist, especially my left one, it still fucking hurts. Um, Base women hitter. Yeah, dude, I have no like it was consensual women hitting, so like we both signed a waiver, and if I didn't blow my wad, like it was literally the first time ever, like even putting on gloves, and I like if you ever hit a bag before, especially if it's your first time, like if you go all out, like 2 minutes in, you're fucking dead, and it was the first time ever, and I put the gloves on, and like my warm up, I just destroyed myself. and I still won the fight. I still won 2 rounds to 1. But if I didn't blow my wad, like if I would have been able to have that practice like 3 days beforehand, like 2 days beforehand, and warm up on the bag and realize, oh shit, I don't want to warm up that hard on the bag before I have this fight because I'm going to tire myself out. 100% I would have knocked her out. I hit her with a shot that would have, I swear, it would have at least knocked her down, but I'm pretty sure it would have knocked her out. And if I fought her now, like she'd literally be dead. She like, I didn't know what I was doing back then. Not that I'm good now. I've only been doing it a year and a half, but I somewhat know what I'm doing. It'd be enough to kill her. So I would never fucking do it these days. Like I would never fight a girl these days because now I kind of know what I'm doing. I love swimming, dude. How do I deal with hair roughness and skin itchiness after swimming? You shower immediately. Uh, you shower immediately and wash your hair immediately, and then after put on a good lotion. Um, that's what I always did. Like, and my skin would still dry out sometimes, but you just have to fucking deal with it, I guess. Yeah, I like it as well when volleyball hits my arm cleanly and I can see the red arms. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like you're just toughening your body up for the future. Um, that's why I bet a lot of people hate studying. I bet because they can't see immediate results. Oh yeah, good point. Good point. Yeah, it is. It's satisfying to know like what the entire reason why I started boxing was because like the bones in my fist, like if I made a fist and like held it, it would feel like it didn't feel like one solid thing. It felt like 100 different bones, and like they were so soft and brittle. And like if I just went like that on something, like it would hurt. It would hurt really bad. And I was like, God, I gotta toughen myself up. This is fucking bullshit. And that was the reason why I did it. And now like I got like I feel like I got pretty decent knuckles, and that like when I hit them, like it's one solid thing, and it's fucking it's night and day. Me now versus me a year and a half ago, and that's like the main reason why I picked it up. Amateur record, I haven't done any actual amateur, but like I said, it was sparring. Like I won some and lost, but it was always sparring. Like I haven't actually done a fight. Um, if I can ever get my tooth fixed, that would be one thing I would 100% do. Is I would at least do one fight. The problem is I have a giant fucking nose. This is not a nose you want in combat sports. It is way too big of a target, and it's already broken. I already have a deviated septum, so it's like it's not something I could. I'm 34 too, so like it's not like something I could pursue like in the long term. But it is something I want to do once, just to like know what it feels like. What about oiling your skin before swimming? I do. So when I go in the lake, I do that. I put coconut oil. Yeah. Also in the pool too. I put a pretty thick layer of coconut oil on too. I forgot about that. And that does help. Um, like keep out the chlorine and shit. Your knuckles look strong enough to beat multiple women. Yeah, at least 2 Chrissy J's I could probably beat up. Who knows what? Yeah, well, I mean, it broke. Like I got elbowed playing basketball. I got elbowed by a 6'5" black guy, and it fucking that's what created this fucking and it. I tried putting it back, but I couldn't, and it's always been like that. So yeah, getting punched in my nose fucking sucks. Like it's to this day, like it really fucking sucks. But yeah, I haven't sparred in like 4 months, which is sad because I really want to. It's fun. Like that's the most fun to me. That's the most fun part about boxing is like punching someone else and trying not to get punched and then getting punched and then like and overcoming your fear of getting punched. Swimming is the most injury-free sport because your body. Oh, that's I love low impact shit, man. Like swimming, and I've started rucking, which is just walking around with fucking weight on your back. Like it's so low impact, like it's almost impossible to get injured. I love that shit. Yeah, swimming. Like I've been swimming for like literally my entire since I was like 2 years old, 3 years old. Fucking love swimming. And when I moved to Ohio, like one of my stipulations moving away from the West Coast was like I had to go somewhere where there was a lot of water and there was water nearby. And there's a shitload of lakes here. Lake Erie is only like 8 miles away, and Wallace Lake, the lake I go ice plunging in. It's only a mile, or it's like 3 miles away, and I had to live somewhere where there's water. Boxing is very strategy based, despite how. Oh, cool. Well, yeah. I mean, every combat sport is strategy based. I would say that's my number one. That's the number one thing I have going for. Well, I think I have two natural advantages when it comes to combat sports. So I'm really smart. Like I have a great mind for. I've been watching combat sports my entire fucking, literally my entire fucking life since UFC one. I was 5 years old, and I was watching boxing before that. So like, just because that was what my dad was into. So um, I have a mind for it, and I'm naturally strong. But also, I've been meditating for so long. I've developed so much chi that I have an unnatural power to me. Like I genuinely do have a strong power. Um, I'm way stronger than I look when it comes to throwing a punch. And it's because, and a lot of it, I think, is because of my meditation practices. Is the Lake Erie not dirty? You do, it's fucking dirty. It's disgusting, dude. How can you just swim in it? Um, well, there's actually waves. So I normally don't swim in Lake Erie. But I have like you can get waves. They're not like ocean waves where like they're swell generated. It's all wind generated. But coming from the West Coast and growing up fucking surfing and shit, like any time that there's waves and the water is not too cold, which isn't that often, I will go down to Lake Erie and I'll catch some waves, and yeah, it's polluted and shit, but it's not like it does kind of it doesn't have like the best smell either some days too, but the place I go it isn't that bad. Like there's other places along Lake Erie that are a hell of a lot worse. But where I go, surprisingly, it's the place that's like right next to downtown too. But they do a pretty good job of cleaning it up, so it's not as polluted. And it was people mostly say that combat sports is for brutes, but it does require some. Well, yeah, I mean, look at the best fighters of all time: John Jones, GSP. Like those guys were they did it because they were smart, you know, like they both did have some serious physical advantages, but they did it because they were smart, you know, like that was by far their number one tool was their brain, easily. Like no matter how lanky and bony Jones is, his number one tool is how smart he is and how sociopathic he is. Like he just doesn't give a fuck. He will win at any cost necessary, and that will fucking uh, that is such a benefit to have when you're a fighter. I look like a Walmart GSP. I am not impressed with your performance. uh, well, I'll take that as a compliment because fucking he's like 40 some years old and he hasn't aged a fucking day, man. Like he's got he's got really good genetics, that's for sure. And everyone says he was on roids when he was fighting, but I actually don't think he was. I genuinely don't think he was. Just from what I've heard Faraz Zahabi talk about his training regimen and how he would hardly ever train because he was so paranoid about losing muscle. And the way he was talking about it, I could tell he wasn't lying, and that's what really swayed me. And his body never changed like his entire career. Um, like it always looked the same. So I think he was on roids. I'm sure he was on roids before he came in the UFC. Because you could just see like bodies just aren't naturally built like that. But I do think he was clean while he was up in the UFC. Uh, what about Luke Rockhold being retarded though? But he was still highly skilled though. Like he was definitely an ego-based fighter, but when he was at his peak, he was so fucking skilled, man. He genuinely was like a terrifying, like he had a really small window for his peak, but his peak was it was really good. Like to me, way more terrifying than Izzy ever got and or ever would. Like Rockhold was a legit scary motherfucker. Boxing or MMA, dude. Fucking MMA all day. I don't like watching boxing. The only boxers that I genuinely have taken like an emotional interest in was Mike Tyson when I was young and Deontay Wilder now. Um, those are the only two I ever really cared about. Just because they weren't boxers, they were fighters. They were genuinely looking to get knocked out or get the knockout or get knocked out, and just not a whole lot of boxers that are like pure brute knockout artists like that. I hate grappling. Yeah, I hate grappling. I tried it a few times, like 13 years ago or something like that. And there's just lots of things I didn't like. I'm not flexible. The injury, like I, every time I came home, I just felt injured and not in a good like after boxing or after sparring and boxing, like you're hurt, but you're not injured. So you feel good. You're like, yeah, like I punched in the clock and like I can do this again in a few days. Like this isn't gonna like ruin my future. Whereas like I roll after rolling around doing some grappling, you're like this fucking ligament stretched and this arm fucking hurts and like it was just it was never for me. Like I just physically I also did it at a time I was pretty fucking soy and drug addicted, so that's probably a big part of it, and I'm sure I would handle it much better now. But even still, I don't want to do anything where I can like fucking where I can easily, blow out my knee or blow out my shoulder or blow out my elbow. Like I don't want to deal with that fucking rehab. Like I don't like rehab. Yeah, I don't like dealing with injuries, man. Wrestling is much more injury free than kickboxing, though. Well, first of all, I'm talking about grappling. Like I've done zero wrestling. I was talking about like jujitsu. And jujitsu is like not fucking. Um, well, that's true. I would. That's true. In my experience, there's just a lot of injuries that are involved in grappling. And I like hitting shit too. I genuinely just like hitting shit. Death Stranding is a game about walking large distances with a lot of weight on your back. You should try. It's like Rucking. Plus, the story of the game is bad but very atmospheric. Okay. Okay. Is it like Rucking but like with RPG elements? I'm assuming. Um, but yeah, it is fucking 12:10. I don't know what time it is where you're at, but well, you're in Australia, so it's probably like it's 12 a.m. for me, so it's probably like 12 p.m. for you, right? Or somewhere around. Well, it depends on where in Australia you're at, but yeah. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. I gotta go eat and I gotta fucking go to sleep. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, man. Appreciate it, and I will see you next time. I'm sure I'll do another stream soon. Thanks, and